family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. It is Monday, so another week, second week of April. So time is flying by quicker than you ever thought it would, but it's all good in the neighborhood. So let's get the day going. All right. Had everything set up, but technology loves to mess with you one way or the other. So a second, but hopefully everybody's having a good day. The weather's nice, the sun's out. Doesn't feel like it's a monsoon season and all that. And hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Weekends, man, they go by so fast. It's ridiculous. When I say they go by fast, they go by fast. It's like, Lord have mercy, where did the time go? So, but anyways, I had my thing. All right, so random things that happen at random. That's today's word of the day, random. And a lot of times things do happen at random. You find out, unfortunately, you might have a disease that has to be treated. You might have to go into surgery. Friend of mine was in the gym the other day and hurt his hand, and he's going to be out of commission as far as working out for the next couple of weeks because he hurt his hand. I think it's a little bit of a fracture. So certain times these things happen at random. A car breaks down, an issue with the house. Life happens. Life is going to happen, or as they like to say, people are going to people. But the thing is, will you be prepared and be ready? Just on the phone with with my best friend, and we was talking about somebody in his family. And long story short, he's trying to get this individual to see that, hey, you have to be able to think outside the box. When I say think outside the box, you have to be able to see. He's talking about the Brexit thing and how it can affect the American dollar. Now, has this come to fruition yet? No, but you got to be able to operate in this country. That's what makes America the greatest country on the planet, is that you can operate and make moves and be successful regardless who's sitting in the White House, governor's house, and mayor's house. That has this very little effect on your day-to-day of what you do for yourself, from a health perspective, from a educational perspective, and from an implementation perspective, regardless if it's your career, if it's your business, whatever the case may be. What you do on the day-to-day matters. But if your life revolves around Donald Trump and Joe Biden being in office, then you have a sad existence. And I'm going to put that out there and say that with all sincerity. Because you have people in this country who can't even speak the English language, and they own more assets than any person who can cast votes. I always say, it's not about who can cast a vote, it's who can write the checks. That's the American way. America was a corporation before it was a country. The Americas, meaning North America, Central America, and South America, made European nations very rich, just like Africa's made a lot of European nations very rich because of the labor and resources. It is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. That's why I don't argue with other adults especially, you can't talk politics to me unless you're talking about economics. Moves are going to be made regardless. I always say, hey, if certain people unfortunately die because of their age or because of an unfortunate act, somebody's going to replace them. Any job in this country, we're all replaceable, whether it's another body or if it's technology. And we have to keep that in mind. And that's why we say make money moves or you're going to live broke like a fool, because that's just the way the game is. Okay? And that's why I say you live a sad existence if Donald Trump and Joe Biden are the bane of your existence. Them being in the White House is the bane of your existence. You live a sad life. Just call it like I see it. And I don't care for either party, either side, but that's why I have to say that. Things are going to happen at random, but are you prepared? Life is always, hey, before there were governments and corporations, there was this crazy thing called people had to work hard during the spring and the summertime. And when the winter came, it goes back to that one show, Game of Thrones, winter is coming. When winter comes, people have to sit their shelter in place. They have to have enough food and shelter and things to keep them warm, and enough firewood and whatnot to keep them warm in order for them to survive and make it through the winter. The winter time during that era in the world, depending on what part of the world you was in, obviously like North America, Europe specifically, people died. More people died because they were more susceptible to sickness, more susceptible to becoming sick, susceptible to not having enough food, not having enough wood, dry wood, in order for them to make a fire, or having enough shelter. Are you prepared for the storm? And winter always comes in your life, regardless whether you want it to or not. The thing is, and I'm not just talking about the season, but your season in life is going to change regardless of what's going on in life, but are you prepared? I just had to get my car fixed, had to pay my money, has nothing to do with who's running for office. They didn't give me the money to take care of it. I had to be able to take care of it. I'm not bragging about it. That's called adulting. Are you prepared for the storm when it comes? Because the storm is going to come regardless. Are you prepared? That's why, yeah, do you have enough money saved? Do you have enough money invested? Living paycheck to paycheck is not sexy when you have an unfortunate disease come upon you, or when the economy goes to crap and you lose your job, or if you're renting and your rent goes up, or if you own a house and something bad happens to your house and you got to get it fixed, or your car gets out of commission. Can you afford to fix it? Or if you're like, well, I can't afford it now, I got to let a couple paychecks go by or get some more clients in my business. Okay, great. Do you have the money to get an Uber? Do you have a backup plan? Because things are always going to happen at random. That's just the way the game goes in this life. Today's quote of the day is by J. Cole. It says, ironic, you've been sleeping on the one that you've been dreaming about. And never sleep on anybody, because anybody with the right mindset can turn things around and flip the switch on you. So on that note, do the great DP things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves, or you're going to live, bro, like a fool. Take care.